Hi, this is James Malinchak, featured on ABC's hit TV show Secret Millionaire. And I'm so excited because we have an amazing guest today, my friend Aminah Hamdan. Aminah, how
Hi,
are you?
I'm happy. How are
You
you?
are always happy. Every time I
Always.
see you and I say, how you doing? I'm happy.
I'm very
I
happy.
love that about you. It's
Always.
one of the things I truly admire about you.
Thank you.
So, we go back. We know each other. I know
Right.
your story. I know your background, but somebody watching may not know. So, share a little bit about who you are and what you're doing. And I love the
Sure.
impact you're making.
Excellent. My name is Aminah. I'm the creator of Official Pet Boutique. We are a boutique that emphasizes in the look, feel, and smell beautiful of pets. We have about 26 different fragrances that we produce for all the groomers in the nation. We are also the production concept for all of the bling and pearl and diamond look necklaces, leashes, collars, and accessories for the animals that we also sell to all the other groomers to help emphasize their grooming. So when the animal leaves, they feel more beautiful than just having the best haircut.
I love that. I want to ask you something that I just thought of as you were explaining that. And I don't know if actually asked you this before, but how'd you get started in all this?
I got started in this when I was a child.
Wow.
So I've been in the industry since 1995.
Wow.
I grew up working in a dog grooming salon. So I started out with the bathing, did that for a decade, about, yeah, until I had my first son. And then I opened up my own salon. So I've had two salons, and then I have my boutique, which I fell in love with the accessories and adorning all the animals because I'm great at, giving a fantastic haircut. But I believe that being able to put on that little extra
Hmm.
really helps the animal feel a lot better about themselves. It also helps the client, the mom and dad, human, look at their pet differently. And the joy in it just makes them so happy. So I fell in love with all of the accessories. And I just started producing some of it. Like our bandanas are all custom made. So you
Right.
can't
I love the
find
bandanas.
yeah, you can't find them, like, you can't just buy them from anywhere, they're all custom made fabrics. All the fragrances are custom made by myself, so that's an in-house product as well. So I really took a loving for the products for the grooming industry. And then I started out in the dog shows about
Right.
6 years ago. So every year I go to the dog shows, and it's always a great hit. And I just love seeing all the other groomers year after year, and the amount of groomers like grows every year exponentially because it's word of mouth. Everybody loves the products,
Right.
which makes me happy because it brings me to my happy place of producing them for everybody.
Well, let's talk about that for a second, because that's one of the things, like, as I've known you, that I absolutely love is, first of all, your passion for animals and for groomers to make the experience better for the not only the animal, but for the owners of the animal. So how'd you get into developing the fragrances? Because that's not an easy thing to do. And what
Right.
what made you say, "Hey, I want to do this"? Was it to use for your own, boutique and your own clients, right? Your own salons? Like, how did you get started with the actual fragrances? And
Well, there came a time while I was grooming in my first salon when it was my option to purchase fragrances for the finishing of the groom. And growing up in the industry, there are varieties of
see, I didn't
fragrances.
even know that.
Right,
Like, I've taken my dog to get groomed before. I didn't know there was, like, here's the cherry on top of the sundae, so to speak, right?
right,
The fragrance.
right. And while I was growing up, my groomer who I was working with only used like certain ones, and they're like an aerosol type. And the smell of them,
Mm.
I can't forget the smell. Whenever I smell it to this day, I know exactly what these people are spraying on their dogs. And having male fragrances for the boys is very hard to come by, especially like nice
Mm.
fragrances. When I have a male client come in with their boy dog, they smell wonderful.
Mm.
The man does, the human man.
Right.
And when they pick up their dog, they expect their dog to smell like a boy,
Right.
not like fruit baskets or flowers, you
Right.
know? And it was very hard for me to find something that was long lasting, that actually did smell good or even
Yeah.
close to like manly. So during COVID, I formulated a fragrance line. And granted, it did take me a long time to get all the chemical compositions down.
Right.
However, it was a hit with everybody. And once I had it and I used it and produced it to the client and I said, your dog is wearing said perfume, they absolutely loved
They
it.
start wanting to buy it probably and
They
use it all the
did.
time.
They did. So I quickly ran out of stock, and which gave me an idea. I was like, you know what? Everybody loves this. What about the feminine, fragrances? What about the holidays? And things just kind of, roll from there. And it just became a hit. And then once I got out to the other groomers, they loved it too.
So it started with doing it for yourself, for
Yes.
your clients, and then you had the light bulb moment. Oh my gosh, I can help other groomers impact their animals and owners' lives
Right.
if they start, and they probably have the same problem that I had with the aerosol thing, right? I bet you hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh my gosh, Amina, thank you so much for this is so much better, whether it's the sea breeze or whatever the different fragrance is. They're probably so thankful that they don't have to do that aerosol thing anymore.
I know, right? And they are. And whenever I see groomers that come back year after year, or when they do their reorders, I always get like a thank you note, or something. People are always
Or
sending
they
me
see it at the
things.
conference.
Oh yeah, definitely during the grooming shows, like people just stand there and talk with me.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy those conversations because it's the connections that I make with the groomers that they're like my grooming family,
Yeah.
and that's important to
Yeah.
have because it makes it more worth the while. Not that you only like the products I have, but that we can be on a certain level. And if there's anything you ever need, or a scent that you're looking for, or a design, or something special for a said client, you can come to me and
Right.
I'm going to produce and, call you and get you what you need. And I feel like that's important to actually be there for the people because grooming is a career. It's not a job, it's a
Yeah.
career. And it's something that you
It's a mission.
it is. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
But you put your all into it, you put your love into it, and you put your caring, and you care about how the animal looks.
Yeah.
So when you need certain things or you like certain things, you need to have a go-to for.
Right.
You got to have your man
Yeah.
or your woman that you know that you can call or go to,
Right.
which is important.
Yeah.
And I'm that person for these groomers.
And what amazes me is you have groomers all over the country
I do.
that order your fragrances and other items from you.
Yes.
So talk about that. That has to make you feel good that you're impacting animals and families that you would never meet.
It does. I'm beyond happy with knowing so many people from the East Coast to the West Coast, down south. I'm from Wisconsin. So being able to mingle with many different types of people who we all love the same thing, it brings much joy and happiness to me. It really does. And to be able to connect with these people on a certain level in their life means a lot more to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you have folks that have been groomers ordering from you for years.
Yes.
Over and over.
Yes.
Well, and here's why I'm getting at that. You have groomers in multiple states. You have groomers who order from you constantly for years. They're not doing that unless you're changing lives and that
Right.
the fragrance are working
Yes.
for the groomers with their animals, but also now providing another little supplemental income stream for their work.
Yes.
Right? Because obviously, like if I bring my dog into my groomer and they, want they offer me a fragrance, I'm paying for that extra, right?
Yep.
So now it also increases income for the groomer.
That's correct. They get their upsell.
Yeah.
So they get their money back and then some.
Yeah.
And that's important too because
Also-
nobody likes to go to work and use their money to, have to work.
Right.
Getting a return on your investment is very important.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And so not only are you allowing groomers to change lives, impact the dogs' lives, but you're allowing the groomers' lives to be impacted with what they do to serve the animal and the owner, their clients, but also to generate more income for their salon, their boutique, their family.
Yep. That's very true.
That's amazing. You are an amazing human being. I always
Thank
get
you.
so excited when I get to chat with you. There is a groomer who's watching, and he or she are wondering, oh man, I kind of like, I don't want to use that aerosol stuff anymore, or I'm not using anything, or like, well, what are these fragrances and how do I start using them to have better impact? What would you, I want you to look at that person and talk to that groomer who maybe you've never met before. I can't imagine any groomer that doesn't know you,
Right?
but there might be someone out there watching who doesn't know you. What would you say to that person?
If you do not use any of the fragrances that we produce or any of the products that we sell, I would highly recommend that you go to officialpetboutique.com and check out everything that we offer. We do wholesale, so if you need more to sell to your clients so you can get a return on your investment while you use the product yourself, I would definitely recommend it. If you have a little bit of, oh, I don't know, maybes, go ahead and place one order. I always send out extra. So you'll buy one bottle, you'll get one for free, and you will definitely love what you get. Just give it a try. Join the rest of the groomers in the nation who use the products and absolutely love them, and get to know me personally so I can help you be a better groomer for yourself.
Aminah, you are amazing. You are changing lives and you're helping groomers to
Yes,
change lives. Thanks so much for being
definitely.
here.
Thank you.
I'm James Malinchak. Thank you so much for watching.